Welcome back to the channel. Let's be honest, I haven't been uploading all that often, or actually I haven't really been uploading whatsoever. My last upload was back last year. I believe it was Boxing Day, the 26th of December. And I'll be honest, have I missed it? Not particularly. Pokemon Go, do I miss playing it? Again, not really. So today we're going to have more of a yap session with some battles in the background that I did actually play last night. As my last upload was 19 days ago, I haven't even had the chance to wish you all a very happy new year, and I hope 2026 brings you exactly what you're after. I personally have quite a lot of goals, and to be honest, none of them are for YouTube, or at least not for this channel anyway. I am going to be starting a Jamie Finn fitness / lifestyle channel. Let's be honest, the quality of my videos for Pokemon Go are pretty terrible. It's essentially me talking absolute shit into a mobile phone, and we've done reasonably well for what it is, and I think that's because people can relate to me. I'm actually quite authentic. I don't sugarcoat stuff and tell people exactly how it is. Pretty much all the other Pokemon Go content creators are pretty bitchy. They're all trying to be politically correct, yada yada yada, just doing anything to get themselves liked. And me personally, I don't give a shit. Like my content, thank you. If you don't watch it. It's as simple as that. And I think in the fitness space, there is definitely room for someone like me. Before we get too much into my future ideas and what I want to do with myself moving forward, let's talk about Pokemon Go. So obviously the company is now owned by Scopely. I had some kind of high hopes that potentially they'd sort this mess of a game out. Is the game state better? It's kind of hard for me to say personally. I haven't really been playing. What I have noticed is all they're doing is hammering this thing in a monetization situation. I opened the game yesterday, hence you can see these battles. They were played yesterday, and there's like 5 fucking tickets in the shop. Why? Do we need them tickets? Not particularly. It is more pay to win than ever. I do actually think some of the paid features are decent, especially if you're a player like myself. The fact we can have a remote raid, Shadow Pokemon's pretty cool. I could get some of the Shadow Legendary. I actually did get some of them, but kind of got fed up of thinking, why am I spending so much money in this game for what? It is such a waste. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but if you are someone who spends a lot of money in this game, you could definitely be spending that money somewhere more constructive than on this stupid, busted-ass game. It's kind of ironic that we're in an interlude season where they're looking to address the game state issues, but for me personally, as someone who carried the burden of complaining to Niantic and Scopely through some of my channels like YouTube, like Pokemon Go PvP Fight Club, and even Twitter or X, whatever it's called now, even to the point where Niantic Help actually unfollowed me. That's just how vocal I was. So if there's any way to help them finally fixing this game, you're all welcome. But for me, it's simply too little too late. Even if it becomes perfect now, I am fucking done. I'm never going to take this game particularly seriously. Not saying I ain't going to play. Like I played last night, I had a little bit of fun in that, but I'll never probably return to regular uploads. I was once upon a time, I probably uploaded around 20 videos a month, something like that. I think, to be honest, if I could get out like 1 or 2 a week now, I'd be doing pretty well. Not only have I not been uploading on Pokemon Go, I've watched very, very little Pokemon Go content as well. Hopped into Callum streams just to say what's up and kind of dipped out. Same with King, but outside of that, videos. The start of the season I was uploading a little bit, and then I saw other people uploading boring shit that other people were copying despite this being unranked, and I just thought, this is fucking boring. It's boring to watch them people, and it's boring to play against all the copycats that watch that shit. And like I always said to people, I've always been very open and very honest. If you're not enjoying the game, don't play. I wasn't enjoying and I wasn't playing. It's kind of ironic that I can do that. Someone who got paid. Like this channel is monetized, of course. Not that I made a lot of money, but unlike a lot of you that are playing for absolutely free and getting stressed out, I had an incentive. I was making a few £100 a month, which is pretty decent, especially in the UK when we are all absolutely skinned. However, financial gain was never, ever the objective of this channel. The only reason I started uploading to the YouTube platform was to try and document my attempt to become the first documented trainer in the world to reach legend rank only using Shadow Pokemon. I sound like Carl Froch, a broken record, when he always tells people that he'd knock George Groves out in front of 80,000 people. I was able to become the first documented trainer in the world back in Season 8, which was fucking like well over 4 years ago now. And since then, I've just tried to showcase some unique stuff. I've never sold out. I've never tried to become mainstream. And if financial gain would be the only reason I'd upload, I'm not going to upload. Hence, I haven't been. So is this the end for the channel? I really don't know, to be honest. I keep telling myself we will return to uploading, and I just don't. So I'm not going to make any false promises. I'd love to upload like once, twice a week, but I just don't have the motivations there. Pokemon Go has been quite a big part of my life for many years, especially YouTube. You know, if you're going to upload like fairly regularly, like I said, like 20 times a month, it's a huge part of my life. And I honestly think there's better places that I could be investing that time. So what have I been doing with the time that I used to invest into Pokemon Go and making Pokemon Go content? Well, I've actually been working on myself. And what I mean by that is I've been back in the gym, back getting fit. I've been outside a lot. And to be honest, my mental health, it's kind of hard to say and hard to admit, but I was definitely depressed like around October time. You know, after having a bad breakup, life gets on top of you and I felt so miserable. I was so skinny. I'm 6'1" and I weighed like 11 stone 3. Not entirely sure what that is in pounds, like 150 odd or something. Very, very thin. One day I woke up and thought, fucking hell, do you know what? No one is coming to save me. And I think that's a message that you really need to let sink in. Like, no one is coming to save me. The only person that can save myself was myself. We renewed the gym membership and I am absolutely thriving. I feel on top of the world. Almost 2 stone heavier in the last 2 or 3 months, which I guess is like 28 pounds, right? 14 pounds to a stone. I don't know, 28, 30 pounds. And I feel fucking great. My mental health, I used to fucking feel so groggy when I woke up. Couldn't get out of bed. Now I spring out of bed. I'm able to go for runs, nice walks in the morning. It's amazing the difference from sitting in your bedroom making stupid content in a game that I didn't particularly enjoy anymore to actually working on yourself, getting fresh air, getting fit. It is just such a difference. I think one of the main issues for those of us that play Pokemon Go heavily is the fact it's a mobile game, that you literally have this game with you 24/7, because most of us don't go anywhere without our mobile phone. It's just an addiction, and to be honest, since I broke my addiction, life is just so much better. I spend a lot more time with friends, family, and just doing other stuff, actually living life again. For me personally, I'm hoping 2026, it's going to be a huge year. I've got a lot of goals personally. I want to run another marathon. The last time I ran a full marathon was around 2019, I think, something like that. So it's been a while. With 37 in a couple of months, that is definitely a goal. We're going to be doing the 3 Peaks, one of my best mates, Casey. So for those of you that don't know, the 3 Peaks is a challenge for us in the UK. You climb the highest mountain in England, Scotland and Wales, hence 3 Peaks. You climb all 3 mountains. It just sounds like a fun time. Definitely something I wanted to do for a long time, and it's about time I went out there and done it. Before I'm too old as well, I look to make a return to the boxing ring. When I say boxing ring, by no means am I professional. We boxed at a right standard, and I'm hoping to have one last fight before I get too old and past it. I did mention that I quit my addiction with Pokemon Go. That's not the only addiction I've quit this year. My New Year's resolution was actually to give up on nicotine. I've smoked, vaped, etc. on and off for like 10 years, and this year I thought enough is enough. I went cold turkey. And let me tell you, it's probably one of the hardest things I've done in my life. Holy crap, has my sleep been bad recently. The first like 3, 4, 5 days was so bad. I was waking up constantly with mad insomnia. But now we're almost at the 2-week mark. I'm out the other side, and honestly, it's one of the best things I've done. There's nothing good about smoking. If you haven't smoked yet, good for you, don't start. And if you are someone that's thinking of giving up, honestly, it's so worth it. I feel so much better now. When I'm in the gym and that running, I can actually breathe. I can actually smell again. It's just fucking great. And it's going to save me a lot of money as well, which is kind of ironic because I'm no longer making money off YouTube, I guess. At least I'm not wasting it on vaping or smoking. I also haven't had a takeaway this year, which is pretty good for me. As if when I got super skinny, I was essentially eating once a day, and it usually be some form of absolutely shitty food. Hence, I'm thinking of making another channel about lifestyle to try and help other people that are in the absolute rut that I was in. I was so rock bottom, wasn't looking after myself, wasn't eating right. We're out the other side, and I think hopefully I can inspire some other people that are in similar positions to what I was in and try and help people get on the right track. As always, I could just yap forever, but I think we've kind of rambled around in kind of mad tangents and probably not really explained too many things that I wanted to. I guess moving forward, I think most people that make content would probably have like some points to note, whereas I just fucking freestyle it. I just press record, we yap, and this is kind of how it comes together. But as I said, as always, I appreciate everyone's very kind support. When you're going to see another upload on this channel, I am not sure. However, potentially you'll see me on another YouTube platform. As always, a huge thank you for all the support, and potentially I'll see you in the next one.